You and I are old enough to remember when our population was 3.5 million.
Yep.
And people were leaving in their droves. I think it's a vote of confidence in the Irish economy. By the way, if you go through that 90,000 figure, I don't have the breakdown. I haven't seen the breakdown, but I can guarantee you the biggest percentage of those will be Irish citizens returning, EU citizens coming here, which they have the right to do, as we do, to move to the EU, and those given work permits because they're needed to fill roles in the economy where we can't get Irish people to do the job. A tiny percentage of that will be asylum seekers. So let's not get hung up on the people seeking international protection. It's a very small percentage. So personally, I think it's a good thing, and I welcome it. And we're going to need those people. We're going to need workers to build houses.
Our infrastructure is creaking and we have an issue with it. We are growing rapidly, 7 times the EU average. That's our growth rate. And I think it's 20% of the population here are now from immigrant backgrounds,
Yeah.
which is massive compared to what it used to be.
Yeah,
And
wouldn't
by
be
the way,
unusual by EU
by
standards.
the way, but it's been rapid.
Yeah.
And my fear about it is that what we are seeing is an unraveling of social cohesion, because you see the rise in racism here. You see the Ireland is full kind of brigade and all of that. And I fear that if we just keep going kind of headlong without kind of trying to manage migration. And by the way, I hate the racism. We've spoken about this before. We were talking about
I know that.
Indians.
I know you're not absolutely.
I'm
accept
absolutely not kind of trying to come from that school of thought. But I think you need to manage things well if you want to bring the people with you. And I fear that perhaps we aren't managing it as well as we should. And I think that slowing the rate of people arriving, which by the way, it is slowing to some extent. We've seen that. We've seen a fall off of applicants for things like asylum seeking positions
Yeah.
here and all that kind of stuff. So we are seeing some of that. But I think you have to manage this, or we will see a rise in racism.
But
we
it
will
is
see an
my
unraveling
argument
of
is, Ciara, it is
and
managed. It is managed. Like you can't stop Irish citizens coming home, nor would you want to. You can't stop EU citizens coming here, nor would you want
We
to.
are-
And then the remainder, now, just let me finish the point. The remainder are people who are given work permits, apart from the tiny number of asylum seekers, relatively tiny number. The remainder are those who are seeking work permits. And so companies are going to the government and saying, we need workers in this area. Are you saying to those companies, well, tough, you can't have
What
them?
I am saying is our population is growing at 7 times the EU average. We have a constraint on our infrastructure. We need to slow it down and manage it in a way, because otherwise we are going to see division and conflict in Ireland in a way that we have never seen it before, and we're going to see levels of racism, etc., in ways we've never seen it before. And I don't want to see that happen.